This is what I'll be riding in. About as sturdy as a video rental box, only I suspect a little bit faster. Should fill my head with dopamine to such an extent it'll all come out of my nose and go down the front of my shirt. Kind of coffin-shaped, isn't it, really?
Then I found out that the ride is so vicious, my driver, Corporal Rob Hinton, wouldn't be able to see where he was going, and therefore had to rehearse the course in his mind before we set off. My prediction of what would happen out there, however, was somewhat different.
We'll be dead long before that, mate.
To make me even more nervous, Rob thought that the night before the run, I ought to see the course.
That's the Kreisel, big corner.
That's a huge corner. It's like a wall of death. It's 360 degrees.
Of the actual track.
But it's completely vertical.
It is, and if you get it wrong, you're actually inverted.
So you'll be upside down?
Yeah, you'll be pretty much like this sort of position, but we don't want to be there.
How tall is it?
Oh, it must be best part of 20 feet, I should think.
But if we turn over tomorrow, the ice is going to be rubbing on my shoulder blades.
Yes, it could.
And is that very painful?
Yes, it is. You can lose a heck of a lot of skin.
God.
I've actually seen a bobsleigh hit the top of the corner, turn around and come out of the corner on all four runners backwards. But there's always a possibility that you're going to turn. I mean, Jeremy, I'd be lying if I said to you that we were guaranteed to get down on all four runners tomorrow. I would be lying to you.
Well, you can't guarantee that we'll make the bottom in one piece.
You can never guarantee it.
The next morning, I went to meet the rest of the team while the American doctor delivered his report on my psyche.
These are the chaps.
Yeah, these are the boys. Neil Armstrong.
Morning. How do you do, Neil Armstrong?
From what I've heard, he does like to do new activities. He likes to try new things at work. He sounds like he's a rather impulsive and impatient sort of person. Those are all characteristics of thrill seekers.
You were the one that crashed yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm going down with two guys who crashed?
Yeah.
They're not all of that sensitive to other people's emotions. So the fact that he was willing to take his own mother, put her in a scary situation just for some TV show, doesn't surprise me.
I've been told that it's had the most fatalities from any other track because people don't respect it.
This track?
Yeah.
He deserves a good scare himself. He ought to feel exactly what it's like.
They were coming on the finish bend. His neck hit the wall and severed his neck. And stopped the bobsleigh with his neck.
His head was hanging on by a thread.
So, would this run breach my limits? Would I find out what it feels like to be truly scared?
No. Come on. Quick. Oh.
Not too fast, guys. Don't crash, please. Go. Here we go. Right. I think we're now underway on our own. Acceleration's pretty gentle at the moment. Coming up to the first little corner now. That's relatively bearable. Here we go into the first big turn. Oh, we're on our side. Okay. That's not too bad. That's, it's getting really edgy through there. Oh, we've really got some big speed here. Oh, the big turn. That's that thing of a check.
In his case, this is scary. There isn't any enjoyment. The brain is saying, bad, get out of the situation, run away, do something. Of course, he's strapped into a bobsled, so he can't run away. And so the feelings probably are getting worse and worse as the sled gets faster and faster. But the fact that he's scared on this little bitty bobsled run, even though he's with three total experts, tells me that he's not a completely over-the-top thrill seeker. So he's probably somewhere between more than average, but less than the extreme. When it's all over, and he's just probably feeling a lot of relief. He's probably very glad that the intense feelings of displeasure, of anxiety, and so are gone. That can be quite distracting, quite consuming, actually.
That was a slow one. We were only probably doing about 70, 75 miles an hour.
So it's not surprising that he's not his usual chatty self.
This was my first ever taste of real fear, and it made me pity people like my mother who get scared in a revolving door.